episode.
Wrong questions to the docent, so it should be an interesting podcast. TripToTheLoo.com. Among his guests, Tim Convey.
Yes.
Sean O'Brien, who's here, Andrew Topping, and Joe Murray. How do I know Andrew Topping? How do I know that guy?
Comic.
Okay.
Young comic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Topping Road named after him?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Joe Murray. And we're having a little St. Louis trivia contest here because some woman I've never met thought it was a good idea.
That's right.
Your publicist.
Yeah.
Who's soon to be fired after this segment. All right, Willie, continue on with the questions.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Who served as the first mayor? Is it Sean up?
Sure. Well, how about all of us? We've sort of lost all the rules here.
All right. Who served as the first mayor of St. Is? Look at Sean. I'm like,
First mayor of St. Louis?
I don't even know what the current mayor is.
I'm going to say Shoto.
No.
Laclede.
No.
Come on, man. Those are the two best. They founded the place.
Hey, you guys don't know. William Carr Lane.
That is
William
a terrible
Carr
question.
That's what I was going to say.
Terrible question.
I thought it was
don't
Mr.
know.
Market or Mr. Pine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vandervenner.
Mr. 7th Street, I believe.
All right, moving on.
Kings Highway.
In January 2000, the Rams won the Super Bowl. Interestingly, one player missed the parade celebration through the streets of St. Louis because he claimed that he overslept. Who was this player?
Juan Encarnacion.
That's interesting because the parade was at night.
Yes.
The parade was at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I know Dwight Gooden overslept the Mets parade because he was at
I don't think this is the
at a
same
crack
reason. I
house.
think it was a
Yeah.
pure oversleeping matter.
He oversee what? He wakes up at the crack of noon.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Friend
who
of the
missed
show,
Super Bowl
friend of
parade.
the
I'll go
show.
Orlando Pace.
Incorrect.
I'm-
Greg? Besides Juan Encarnacion, that's your joke answer, I guess.
Juan Encarnacion, I think, skipped the Cardinals World Series parade in 2006.
Guy got his eye knocked out, man.
That was
later.
before he got his eye
that
knocked
was
out.
before.
Yeah. Tony got mad at him for doing that.
He did.
Yeah. I think it was
Look at Tony.
Mike Jones.
No.
Tony.
No.
Tony. I'm
name
gonna say.
I know him.
I'm gonna say London Fletcher.
Incorrect. Isaac Bruce.
I was gonna say
Isaac
him.
Bruce didn't make it to that?
Yeah.
Wow. Anybody else, I'd be like something nefarious was going on, but Isaac Bruce is as honest as the day is long.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's up, Greg? Or
We're all
right,
doing
it.
all
The
control
present-day
here.
site of Camp Jackson, where one of the first skirmishes of the Civil War was fought, is on which university campus here in town?
Fontbonne.
Incorrect.
Oh, that's a good guess. I'm going to guess.
Which university campus is the site of Camp Jackson, one of the first Civil War
Is Flow
skirmishes?
Valley technically a university?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Hickey College.
Incorrect.
I'll go with. I'm gonna go with Logan.
Logan College. Close.
Chiropractic.
It was
close.
SLU. SLU is the answer we're
St.
looking
Louis
for.
University.
St. Louis
That was too
University.
easy.
Yes.
Staring us in the face, man.
Are you sure it wasn't Hickey College?
This guy, he's like a great
it could have
pitcher,
been at
man. He's
one
deceptive.
point.
He goes hard. Then you're swinging.
He's
for
moving
hard,
in and
it's
out, up
easy.
and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very deceptive,
Yeah.
Willie.
All right. Born in St. Louis, this actor described as the master of menace is an American icon in horror films for more than 70 years.
Wait a minute. Say that question again.
Born in St. Louis, this actor, name him, described as the master of menace, is an American icon in horror films for more than 70 years.
I know.
Was a voice in one of the all-time popular music videos.
I know. Well, it could be one of two.
It could be one of two.
Oh, who's the guy that's the Thriller video?
He's onto it.
That's,
He's onto
yes,
it.
Price.
That's Vincent Price.
Sean got it. Yeah.
Yes.
Price.
First one to
But
make
it-
Well, I got a tip there.
It could have been Bela Lugosi, also
Could have
from
been.
St. Louis.
Yes. But it wasn't.
I know that because I've stumbled down Delmar a couple of times.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. Moving
I should have gone
on.
over there before this thing.
All right. What invention did Nikola Tesla first demonstrate in St. Louis in 1893?
Wow, that's interesting.
Alternating current.
That's really smart, too. Very good. It was not the car, Sean.
Not the 1893. I'd hope not.
Tesla came a little bit later.
That's very good. How'd you know it was alternating current?
I just read a novel about Tesla and Edison and Westinghouse.
Yeah, that's really, yeah.
It's a popular, like it's, I only read, I read a lot of historical fiction,
Yeah.
which is basically like me saying like, yeah, that thing that happened, that's fairly interesting, But I mean, could you spice it up a little bit? You know?
He invented electricity. That's not interesting enough. Somene's got to die in there
exactly.
somewhere.
Yeah. Was it?
What
did
about the
anybody
love
kill
story?
each
Make
other?
up a fake love story around
Is
it.
there some a vampire in there anywhere? Yeah.
All right, city of St. Louis was named after King Louis of France, a.k.a. St. Louis. What number was that king in the succession of King Louis?
King Louis de Bourbon the 14th.
Are you sure there's more than one?
More than one King Louis?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he wants to know which one, which number.
I think it's 14. I think you're right.
I think it is the 14th.
I have the 9th.
Are you
9?
reading the Roman numerals correctly?
IX.
Yes, he is.
that-
All
I
right, the
guess
9th.
it
King Louis de
Are you
Bourbon.
looking at it in a mirror? Because it could be 11.
It could be 11.
Are you upside down? All right, one more.
All right, one more. What is the name of the cabin that Ulysses S. Grant built himself that now is on the site of Grant's farm?
Oh.
The name of the what?
What's the name of the cabin that you see on the tour? It was built by President Grant. They relocated it to Grant's farm, and it sits there on the tour. You can see it in Gravway.
Man, I don't know.
It's called Grant's Cabin.
What is the name of that cabin?
Grant's
It's like Grant
Grant's wooden
anything.
cabin, I think.
What is it?
Hard Scrabble.
Oh yeah. Where was he? What?
What farm?
No. What sits on the altar where Grant married the woman here in St. Louis? It's a Midas shop on Surrey.
Is that?
Yeah,
Right.
as you're just next to Broadway Oyster Bar.
Oh, yeah.
You know
Midas
down there,
Shop,
there's
yeah.
that Midas
Forest
shop down there.
Right.
That's where they got married, right
Hey,
there.
let me back up a second. Why would you give your house a name? Who? I mean, I was a big Grant fan until now. Yeah, this is. I live in Hard Scrabble here.
You're president of the United States. What's so hard Scrabble about
Yeah,
it?
the White House is about. That's the only house I think that needs a name.
All right, there you go.
I live as Steve. This is Steve, my house.
The one nice thing about this show is that it is officially coming to the end. Greg Warren, Sean O'Brien, 2 of the 5 in the award-winning podcast, triptotheloo.com. Subscribe, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, podcast. No, I've never been invited on this podcast, just for those of you who are asking.
dude,
on,
we'd
Greg.
love to have you on.
Yeah.
man. I'm
Yeah, come
serious.
on,
Why would
Greg.
you not
You
invite
gotta,
him, man?
You got to go out with us, and then you got to go back in the studio. It's a 2-day commitment.
Oh.
Man, you're a jerk. Yeah, but he's done you favors. He brings you on the program.
Right? The least he could do. A whole
You know
two-
what? I quit. I'm off the show.
Two
I'm not
full
doing that.
days?
I'm not doing the show.
2 full days?
No. Like probably about a 2-hour commitment one day, and then you got to go over to Edwardsville where the studio is.
Okay.
For an hour.
I'll do it, but I want to talk about the Alton Giant.
We'll do. You want to go to the old Giant?
I don't care. I don't care. But I'll do it. I'm a media whore.
Yeah,
I'll say yes to anything.
All right, good man.
All right, triptotheloo.com. Triptotheloo.com. New episodes every Monday.
Monday at 1 p.m. they come out.
Greg Warren and nothing to plug on the road, right? You're nowhere here anytime soon.
No, I'm going to be on a boat in Barbados next week, so come on down.
All right.
Yeah.
Barbuda. I heard there's a
No,
big
I'm not
crowd
going
in
there. I
Barbuda.
don't think I'm going there.
A couple of stray dogs on your show. Sean,
Yeah.
anything you want us to plug?
If you're in Omaha, Nebraska in 2 weeks, I'll be out there.
All right, good. Sean O'Brien, Greg Warren, the podcast, triptotheloo.com. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.